Peace family, I'm back again with a new video and hold on. I'm just about to share with you how the people have been implanted, but I think I already shared a couple of these videos and some of them got busted out by YouTube because it's the truth, you know, and people been taking stuff and they've been implanted with stuff. You know, that's what happens when you're not dealing with self and trust other men. Yeah, amen. Yeah, run around in church, amen, 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 and taking juice. The next minute, these Jews had the whole digital, the digital chips. Yeah. Bluetooth, wireless, everything is in there. Nanotech, you know what I'm saying? And you know, everything comes with the price. You know, and they already had the plan. See that? They already had their plans to, you know, control the people and you know, to this nanotechnology devices, yeah, create IP mans, create what are these things for? These things are for to all sorts, man. They can track you, they can do your banking, they can do whatever, man. You know, they can send signals to you. God knows what they can do. They can probably turn you off just using it. I don't know. But it's a technology that is out there, being put out without your knowledge. Okay, people tell you this is happening, you gotta rush, you gotta be afraid, you gotta jump in, and next minute you find out you're part of some experiment. That's the role that you live. That's Yahweh role, people. And you know, I have friends, man. I show love to everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I respect everybody. I got no, you know, time to be, you know, divisive with people no more. You know, I had time before. I had times that I've been fighting on people. You know, we've been fighting on YouTube, exposing the whole lot of people, man. And yeah, man, it will times of growth. You know what I'm saying? Because all those channels got deleted. You know what I'm saying? Because they had really strong truth in them, you know what I'm saying? So you had to be, you know, strategic and you cannot even show you the whole truth because YouTube's got a problem, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know, and if you guys are in this truth, man, if you in my channel and I support you and everything, man, and I give you love and support and everything, man, and I see that you know, you're always negative, you always trying to throw dirt on me and stuff like that, man, then you know, yeah. It doesn't mean, you know, not everybody that comes to my channel is because they like me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's because either they saw something that, you know, sparked themselves, because it's a mirror, and then people see things that, oh my God, what am I seeing in that? And then they start thinking, oh, you know, got a problem with this dude. Or because this truth is like, you're either gonna love it or you're going to hate it. There's no really in between. You know what I'm saying? And I see people that come, they say they love me, they love my channel and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I love them and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know, time goes past, you know what I'm saying? But I noticed that, you know, love is not always the same. Okay, people love you, but you know, love. Everybody express love differently, and either deeply, coherently, or either superficially and coherently, and you know, just I don't know, man. But it's like to me it's strange, like if somebody is in this truth and you still have Christian friends around you all the time, you know what I'm saying, and they always around you and this and that means you're not in truth really, you know what I'm saying, because no Christians come around to my channel making friends and telling me they like my videos and stuff like that. They go to your channels, you know what I'm saying, and you say you're in truth. Yeah, but I see Christians in your channel and you love them and they love you and they always there, you know. Oh, you know. But that only means two things. One thing is you are not projecting the truth. Yeah, because if you're projecting the truth, there's no Christian that is gonna hang around you or around your videos, no matter how nice your video is, or unless, you know, only way Christians hang around is if you make videos that are not really about the truth, are entertainment, feel good videos, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you want to please people, you want to please everybody, they're going to be around. But around here, they're not going to come around here. So I don't care what these Christians have to say, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, because they ain't part of this or nothing. And if you in this truth and you all these Christians counselors, I mean, I can, you know, I can tell that you love me or something, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to believe that you love the truth when you walk around with you know, not really in the truth. Or you know, people want to be in the truth, but they don't want to, you know, you gotta be in the truth. If you're in the truth, you should speak truth at some point, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't care about really what other people think, because it's your truth, and that's that. You have to be yourself. And you know, the problem is when people do that, then you only have certain friends, right? But these are the real friends, because all the friends that you have when you pretend to be something you're not, yeah, these are all fake, because, you know, they're fake, because you have to be pretending to be something you're not to please them. So you always will have to be in that level. Yeah, you can never be yourself, otherwise they're gonna leave you. Otherwise you're not gonna have likes in your channel. Otherwise you're not gonna have crowds coming every day to tell you how much they love your video. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens when you put the truth out. So nobody in that scheme can tell me nothing about, you know, what love is. They don't know what love is. Hell, no, Christians don't know what love is. They don't love me. So if they love you, it's because you're not in the truth. That's it, man. I have this video, man. I want to show you guys, man. Yeah, that these dudes, you know, they had the plan already to digital roll long time ago. You know what I'm saying? They can lock down, they choose people, and then now they're coming out with digital ID bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because they already have, a lot of people already have the damn digital implants, man. You know? Told is a lab, and that's what they've been doing. So let's go, man. Let's see what they have to say, man. But that's what I'm telling you, man. If you are about this truth, man, you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna know, you're gonna have a different definition for what love is. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have a different definition for what true love is. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to do with you know, think you can, you know, I don't know, man. Yeah. It's about just loving somebody. Yeah. And be there because they love you. But, you know, people want to judge you. Let's go.
Technology exists, and implants, be they alien implants or not. I would argue that they aren't. They're terrestrial in origin. Implants have been removed from people. Chips have been removed from people over time. But now we have nanotech, pretty much in all of us, is the argument I might make. And it may be much harder to find these devices, especially if they are in nanotechnology formats. So let's talk briefly about the Dave Larson case. He's a politician in California, and Jesse found multiple devices in his body. Listen to this.
These were biosensors that were pulled from his person. And this is a full surgical documentation, medical reports of how many different types they pulled out of him. And what these things were doing were transmitting his biometrics in real time. The problem is that he was never given full disclosure. And this is part of our fight.
Well, when this stuff came out, man, we were exposing the whole thing. Yeah, we had the video exposing the whole thing, what these devices are, what they do, and we were explaining to you that he was induced and everything. What happened to our videos? They got deleted. And now you got these dudes here saying they didn't know. Yeah, this is because I told you, you live in a controlled environment. They control what information you get, what information you don't get. That's what happens in the end of the day, down the line. Yeah, you're gonna find out the hard way, then they're gonna tell you the hard way that you already have the device. Let's just jump in digital, boy, and let's go, right? That's what's going on. You know? Let's go.
If you're gonna be involved in an experiment, you better damn well be told everything that they're going to do to you.
Why will the devil tell you everything that he's going to do to you? Yeah. Even when we tell you, you don't believe us. Why the hell will the devil tell you in a plate? Oh, you know what? We're gonna put some spy chips on you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know. Just trust us. You know what I'm saying? You think he's gonna tell you that? Hell no. But we out here, we were out there telling you, and what did we get? They didn't even like the videos, people. They didn't share the videos, people. YouTube came and deleted the whole damn entire channel that was exposing this stuff. Yeah. And we end up looking like crazies, fanatics, yeah. And they demonized us and all of that. And you had a campaign going on, yeah, and all the zombies were jumping in, doing this shit. They never ever ask nothing. They don't even look to the people that are telling them, hold on, question it. They don't care. Yeah, they see the elites like gods. You know, all of them, including the ones in the church that are supposed to worship their God, they all were there worshiping this stuff. Yeah, and then now I wonder what's happening. Well, being implanted. That's what's going on.
It's just one example of these implants that were removed from a person. This is most likely in the majority of the population right now. Yep. Some people are turned on. Those are the ones who are being victimized. Some people are not turned on. And why do I say that?
How do you know some people are not turned on? You don't know. They all on, man. All you need is your mobile and do a search. You're gonna find them. Yeah, we got the video. The other guy, he took his friends, man, like to a desert place, you know, like outside the city where there's nobody. And then he ran the search, yeah, wireless search, and all of them were showing up that they had implants, right? Because there was nobody around them for miles, and there was nothing there. They find out that they had these chips on them. They had taken the juice. So, you know, but not the guy that did the test, but the people they took just out there to experience, to make the test, find out they all had the chips. You know? So it's not something that they shouldn't, with all the technology we have, it's not something difficult to find out.
I recently spoke to a researcher in Europe, Germany, who who said he was testing individuals that were coming up positive with MAC addresses, but he was discovering that they were going in sleep mode. And I asked him what he meant by that. So he said that when he would initially find these MAC addresses and they would disappear. And so he started putting them around RF or EMF devices, and it would turn them on. He would put them in a Faraday cage, and he could detect the MAC addresses for approximately 20 to 30 seconds in the Faraday cage.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Just regarding MAC addresses, most of my audience is familiar with that term based on the vaccines, bioweapons masquerading as vaccines, the people dropping dead, and sometimes dead people emitting MAC codes from the cemetery. Our friends Dr. Robert Young and Catherine Mansfield have done research about this, but MAC codes, people emanating MAC codes. Can we, and I'm hoping you're going to say yes, but I'm doubtful, can we say that this is only amongst the vaccinated people, the people that took the Pfizer or Moderna jabs, or is it a wider population?
Of course. I mean, it's hard to tell. Yeah, but we know that the last juicing was the thing. But you know, we've been being juiced since we were born. You don't know what they put inside this stuff. And don't tell me, you know, they didn't have the technology even when you were born. They have technologies, you know, AI technology way before we were born. That's all I know. Yeah, and all these out here now, you got AI, it's just a game to make you think that they just find out what AI is, what you can do, this and that. No. Hell no. You know? We look at the old roads, and they couldn't build the old road without AI. So don't tell me they didn't have the AI way before they started this entire civilization. They already had the damn AI. Yeah, just, you know, was not common knowledge until it's right time to make it common knowledge. That's all. And many other technologies that I know will pop up out of nowhere in the future. Yeah, but they're gonna make you think that they just find that out. But these are all part of this creation of this what we call lab. Okay, it's a control system, and this system is plugged, and you know, it's been plugged since it was created. He's been creating vibrations to mold us to be what we are, creating the weather to mold us, creating all types of control that we were not even aware of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, like, they have, the other day I went to see a friend, and he had like, you know, he bought this electronic device that can actually, you know, like if you have animals coming around your garden, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want them to be coming around like cats and stuff like that, jumping around your garden and, you know, messing around, and you don't want them. So he just got this device outside, he's got battery, and he just sit there, and this device emits waves that, you know, these animals, when they don't go over there, okay, because I think they feel bad, or there's something that they feel that there is not safe, and they won't go there to his garden no more, since he got that stuff. Yeah. Now just think, if they can do this with a cat, what can they do with humans? Control them with these electronic devices that they create and are everywhere. Yeah, got them watching you on camera and everything, and they got all these electronic mega devices everywhere. You don't know really what many of these devices are doing, but to control humans. We know that. No, there are devices to control humans. There are devices to control the weather. There are devices to control everything. The AI is controlling everything already in the background. All their decisions. Yeah, government decisions, everything is happening as a script in the background with the AI. And to your knowledge, you have presidents, kings, and queens. But behind them is the AI, nanotechnology, sciences going on in the lab. Okay? And everything else is just, it's just a display of simulation. It's not real. Nothing that you see around is really real or, organic. It's all being scripted from the beginning, and everything you see is artificial. Just like the AI, which is artificial intelligence. Because humans are no longer using their own intelligence to survive, to live, or to just be themselves. They're using artificial intelligence. They were told that this surpasses their intelligence and it's better than them, can find the role better than them. But we talk about program, because that's what AI is. It's a program. It doesn't have the senses that we have, It's just a computer program and with information, with data. Okay. Now this data is, hackable. It's manipulable. It's a simulation. Okay, because there are algorithms to control data. Yeah, just like you have algorithms on YouTube to control video views and etc. You know what I'm saying? It's all controlled. There's nothing in that system. Once it goes digital, and everything there's nothing that is safe or not. It's all controlled. Okay, by creators of it. And most people don't even know what this is. Most people don't know the technology. Most people can't understand it because they made sure. Because if they wanted you to really know the technology and how it works, they will teach you that technology at school. You come when you leave college, we'll know everything about it, about these chips and about how they work and how they can benefit you. But they're not meant to benefit you. That's why they are outside of your knowledge. Yeah. The only knowledge you have to have about these chips is that they have to be implanted inside of you, and they have to spy you. Spy chips. That's what it is. Spy chips. Send them signals. Also, brain waves. Make you feel good, make you feel bad, make you feel like maybe go out, do some protest, or make you feel like you're better than other people. Give you some supremacist. You can do anything, people. It's programmable. You're talking about, somebody, a human that became a machine now. Transhumans. That's what it is. Just because it's called nanotechnology, it doesn't mean, it's transhumanism. You got people with this nanotechnology, which means transhumanism is on. Okay? They can turn this on and off anytime. And it will affect the whole entire room. Okay? And they can shape how the road looks and what happens there. And humans no longer have self-will of their own. Well, they never had from the beginning, really. From the beginning of this creation, the whole thing was created, and they had always been, obeying and following and bowing to the God. They never said no. We're going to serve our own selves. We're going to create our own role. Yeah, and this has nothing to do with no scripted, romanticized, jail system. It will be to complete freedom of the people, and they will decide their destiny. But it's not the case. As you can see, they all cheat, and they have no power on their destiny now. How are you going to have power if I can send you brain waves that can make you crazy? You lost your soul. That's what happened. When, we trust systems that don't have our best interest. That's our man. Love you all. Let's finish this video anyway.
Of people and just facts to people.
Well, it's interesting you say that. So I've had since that retreat, we've started scanning what we call normies, people who don't normally come to us, who are symptomatic. These are people with no symptoms. And
this dude is like, sometimes it's like, why are you gonna tell them people with no symptoms? You're not gonna have no symptoms. You just have the chips inside of you. Yeah, and you're gonna have symptoms, or you're not gonna have symptoms. How do you know? I can send you a wave so you have no symptoms. You feel like you're cool, and happy. Then I send you another thing later, and now you got symptoms. So that's the whole point of on and off switch. That's what this is. These are chips with on and off switch. Let's go.
At any of these focal areas that are very specific around the human anatomy.
Right. That's all, man. Love you all. Keep the instructions. Peace.
As I point out that voice-to-skull technology exists, and implants, be they alien implants or not, I would argue that they aren't. They're terrestrial in origin. Implants have been removed from people. Chips have been removed from people over time. But now we have nanotech, pretty much in all of us, is the argument I might make. And it may be much harder to find these devices, especially if they are in nanotechnology formats. So let's talk briefly about the Dave Larson case. He's a politician in California, and Jesse found multiple devices in his body. Listen to this.
These were biosensors that were pulled from his person. And this is a full surgical documentation, medical reports of how many different types they pulled out of him. And what these things were doing were transmitting his biometrics in real time. Problem is that he was never given full disclosure. And this is part of our fight, is that if you're going to be involved in an experiment, you better damn well be told everything that they're going to do to you. This was just one example of these implants that were removed from a person. This is most likely in the majority of the population right now. Some people are turned on. Those are the ones who are being victimized. Some people are not turned on. And why do I say that? I recently spoke to a researcher in Europe, Germany, who said he was testing individuals that were coming up positive with MAC addresses, but he was discovering that they were going in sleep mode. And I asked him what he meant by that. So he said that when he would initially find these MAC addresses and they would disappear. And so he started putting them around RF or EMF devices, and it would turn them on. He would put them in a Faraday cage, and he could detect the MAC addresses for approximately 20 to 30 seconds in the Faraday cage.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Just regarding MAC addresses, most of my audience is familiar with that term based on the vaccines, bioweapons masquerading as vaccines, the people dropping dead, and sometimes dead people emitting MAC codes from the cemetery. Our friends Dr. Robert Young and Catherine Mansfield have done research about this, but MAC codes, people emanating MAC codes. Can we, and I'm hoping you're going to say yes, but I'm doubtful, can we say that this is only amongst the vaccinated people, the people that took the Pfizer or Moderna jab, or is it a wider population of people than just vaxxed people?
Well, It's interesting you say that. So I've had, since that retreat, we've started scanning what we call normies, people who don't normally come to us or are symptomatic. These are people with no symptoms. And everyone so far has come up positive at any of these focal areas that are very specific around the human anatomy.